Nothing is private
at all
anymore.
anymore.
Like literally, that shit.
But
I'm just so happy I'm not like that.
It could be.
I've been on
private page,
dates
though,
and
to
it's
where
just you're posting everything. Like put that shit
away.
away.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's another thing. Like my page is private. It's not for the whole world to see. And I do have people that are like, "Oh, I'm watching your son grow." Like, you know what I mean? Like, so that's what I'm saying. It's like I don't know, but I would like to be posted. Are you married?
Yes.
Right. So he doesn't have a ring. But once I went onto his Instagram, I saw that he was married to another woman.
Right.
So
to another woman.
I mean, no, to his woman. To his woman. But you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. It's like he walks around with no ring. So to someone who's first meeting him, unless he disclosed that himself,
right, you wouldn't know.
I wouldn't have never known. But now that I popped on the gram, he better if you got a wife. Don't you think?
No, I don't.
I don't agree either.
First, I believe that people who I feel like do what you do. Like every situation is. I know people in relationships who don't post their significant other at all,
I'm one of
and
them.
they're in the best relationship possible. Yeah, I believe is however you feel you want to do.
So okay, so did your wife tell you to post her?
No,
you did it because that's what you wanted to do. Okay.
If someone is telling you to post them, that's crazy. That's like you begging to be posted on someone's story. And if you have to beg someone or ask someone to put you up there, I feel like you shouldn't do that.
Now, here's the thing. You know, I'm grounded in God. I don't move for anybody else but for God. So I do feel that it's an insecurity thing. Some women feel like it's a threat, especially if you have like 35,000 followers and da-da-da-da. It's like, okay, all these people, they see you, but you look single. You know what I mean? So for some people, they want some type of recognition. Right. Like let everybody know that you're with someone.
But that won't stop nothing.
It doesn't. You're
so what's
correct.
the point?
Listen, me personally, I would want to be.
So
you would want to be posted?
I would. Yeah,
okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
If that's what our lives are about.
That's why I don't take Instagram so that serious. Like that's so crazy that I don't, seeing it on Instagram just
gives
see
you that
it's
validation.
on Instagram, so that's it. It is. I know so many people that live a fake life on Instagram.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And it's like you get to their shit. It's like, bro, where's all the cars and what happened to the what the fuck? Like, what happened, my nigga?
But I will tell you this: I've always been a picture girl. Like I've always taken pictures.
Yes, you have.
I have pictures.
She pulled up to the reunion with the
my mama got books on books on books of just pictures,
and photo albums.
Right? Photo albums. Like I was raised on that before Instagram was popping. So I got pictures.
You're a photographer.
Right?
Yeah. No, she really does.
Right. I
she
really do.
Does.
So yeah, I feel like we out in the streets and. But
so if you have a man and he's not like, I'm not with the post in my significant
other.
No,
like I dated a guy who didn't have Instagram at all.
But that's different than having it and not posting.
And not posting.
No, you're absolutely correct.
Let's say your guy has an Instagram and he's just like on his whatever he posts, and he's not posting you.
If my man is active, because there's a difference. You can even have a gram and not be active.
Facts. True.
So if you're actively active. Actively active. Like you on there every day.
Can he be a lurker?
No. See, that's
when
what
you
I'm
say
saying,
actively active, you mean I'm posting every day. Because I could be active looking, I'm not posting though.
See, and then that right
what I'm
there.
Saying? I feel like it's shaky because I'm not drawing no attention to what's mine. Y'all can do whatever y'all do out there. I know what's mine. Mine is at home.
That's true.
I don't need everybody to know what he doing, what he look like, what he wearing, where he pulling up to. You not going on the gram. I don't need to go on your gram. He doesn't have a gram. But even if he did, I don't need to be there. I know what it's like. So that's my position. And I feel like for those people who want to get posted, sure. I mean, if that's your thing, you want to be on that, that's cool. But that's not a requirement for sure.
And I feel sorry for the little kids who just come out the womb who are already like
posted
have a
online.
page. It's like, dude, let them cut the cord. Like let them. Like nothing is private anymore.
Absolutely.
Like literally, that shit. I'm just so happy I'm not like that.
It could be.
I've been on dates
though,
and it's just you're posting everything. Like put that shit
away.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, and that's another thing. Like my page is private. It's not for the whole world to see. And I do have people that are like, "Oh, I'm watching your son grow." Like, you know what I mean? Like, so that's what I'm saying. It's like I don't know, but I would like to be posted.
Post her, guys.
Dijon Paul put out a list of the top 50 LA rappers, and Tyga wasn't on it.
Ooh. disrespectful.
Do you believe that Tyga should be on the list?
He should be in the top 3.
I would say top 3.
And where should he be? So where should he be?
Hold on.
He's in the top 50.
Wait. Not top 3. Okay, maybe not top 3. I take that back.
You talking about like Ice Cube?
Okay, sure.
Top 3.
I stand corrected, but he should definitely be in the top.
20-something.
So he's in the top 20.
He's in the top 50.
I'm saying
I can't sit here and do it. It's a lot of niggas.
Tyga makes hits.
Tyga makes his bangers.
I don't care where you go.
Hits, but he doesn't make albums.
It don't matter. He's on the scene.
He's
on the scene, my nigga.
His hits will if they go off in the club anywhere you go, people are on the dance floor.
And he due for one right now. He due for one right now.
He got hits. His voice is just super unique.
And I guarantee the chorus will be repeated.
I'm gonna give him
because that's where he get the most plays, or when the chorus is repeated.
But his voice is just super unique.
From 25 to 40. I'm gonna put him in the 25 to 40 range.
Yeah, I was gonna put him in the 40.
I'm gonna put him in the 25 to 40.
He's just not top 3.
I was excited. I felt
30.
Like sure. I feel like Tyga. I'm looking at the hits that he's made. I feel like Tyga deserves more. Go ahead.
His fashion too. He had a little fashion.
Been around for a minute.
Yeah,
he's been around for a long time.
But it don't matter if you wasn't on it, but people fucked with it.
Sure,
he had a store on Melrose, right?
No, he did. You mean like his dressing or his
imprint on fashion, however you want to put it. Dressing, the clothing, he had a store he was making.
Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
Last Kings.
I'll give him that. Maybe not top 3, so I take that back. Don't drag me, but he definitely deserves to be recognized for sure.
For sure.
Like Tyga is that guy. His songs, he makes hits.
Yeah. Bangers in the club.
Yeah. Okay. I have another question. This might be a little deep, but we're going to talk about it. Okay, so how do you guys feel? This is for the men, because I'm speaking as a woman. We all have feelings, right? You feel frustration. You felt angry. You felt
definitely
sad, happy. You as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so why is it that there are certain emotions, whether it's frustration, anger, you name it, where women are expected not to exhibit those emotions? Like, I've heard a lot of men kind of weaponize women's emotions against them. Like, women shouldn't be this or shouldn't be that. Why is that? Like, how do we get past the how do we move this conversation forward? If you do something in a relationship to me that I feel is disrespectful or wrong, I feel like naturally, right, I'm going to feel angry and frustrated, and I should emote that. I should be able to express that, and we should deal with that emotion and then move forward, not suppress it and not put it out there, right? Like, why as a man do you feel like it's necessary to tell women, like, you shouldn't behave this way? Like, then how should I behave? Like, how do I get that off of me?
I think it comes from your upbringing. Mm-hmm. If you saw that when you was coming up, I'd rather you express yourself than to go to sleep, everybody mad at each other, or leave you mad and speeding down the street and crash or something. Like, I'd rather you talk it out. But some people was raised to, they don't even like somebody back talking them. Like, bitch, you better not say nothing to me, or, raised with abuse.
True.
So I think it comes from your upbringing. And a lot of people, niggas just want to be hard and shit. So they ain't really being their real self.
But what does that, I'm just like, what does that solve for real? Like, if you have a whole bunch of relationships where women don't feel like they can express themselves, like, what good is that? Like, I understand from a men's perspective. No, I'm just saying, like,
express yourself, or how you express yourself?
I think, we could look at it both ways. Like, I think naturally, if you do something that
because you just said someone made you angry, or made a woman angry and upset, and she wants to emote that. Mm-hmm. You can say what you want to say, but there's a way you can say everything.
No, sure. But I think that I also think that let's be reasonable within the circumstance, right? If you do something that frustrates me, like, I'm not going to sit there and start counting back from 10, calculating how I should respond to you in that moment, right? The same way you wouldn't do that for me. If I annoy you, you're probably going to have a reaction, right? Like, don't do that, or I told you I don't want to do that right now, right?
That's cool.
And it may come off aggressive. Well, I mean, yeah, that's an arbitrary example, but there are a lot of times where women get penalized for expressing these emotions of frustration and anger when there's something that would warrant that reaction.
Like that?
Yeah, like that scenario warranted that reaction. Like, why are you gaslighting me to feel like my reaction is unreasonable, when if that was you doing that to another man, or a man doing that to you, that would be the same reaction.
I feel you. I feel like everybody should have equal footing. Everybody should be respectful. But like you say, there are certain things that happen when emotions run hot, and then you just got to have some wherewithal about yourself.
Okay.
Because it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
I feel like people say that, and that's good,
I
and
get
that's
what you're
cool.
saying.
That's cool. I respect it, but I'm just saying, like, let's be realistic. Like, there are 9 out of 10 times. I'll use myself as an example. If my husband's having a bad day, and I say something to him, maybe that frustrates him, he's not going to think and calculate how to respond to me in that moment. He might be reacting out of whatever frustration or thing that is bothering him that day, right? It's then left for me to either escalate it or de-escalate it. Like, I could either take it there because I'm a human being too. Like, you yell at me, I'm going to yell at you back. I know it's not right, but it's like, I mean, why are you taking this situation to this level and then expecting me to walk it down? I don't get that.
I feel you.
I don't get that.
I feel you.
It's just being more superior in a relationship.
And I'm with all
But
that.
I'm not with that. Like, I'm like 50-50. If you, but like he said, it's crazy.
It just really does depend on the person too.
And then y'all shouldn't be together if y'all can't talk it out, or y'all just got to dead that before it ends up even worse than like just hollering at each other.
Because that's how my baby daddy is. He doesn't really like to talk about stuff. He's always thinking in his head instead of actually
communicating
talking about it.
Men don't know how to communicate.
Or putting action to it.
So, yes.
Whew. That
Child.
was like,
no, I mean, I think it's very, bless you.
Bless
I think
you.
it's easy to say, like, just walk away. I mean, it's not all the time that you're going to be yelling at your partner, but I think that just the concept of, like, I think it's important for men and women to understand and know. When you react to something, like, somebody's going to have a reaction to your action. Like,
Absolutely.
it's just like, let's just level the playing field and
there's
understand
some women that feel like men shouldn't show their emotions. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they need to be toughen up.
Mhm.
Like, there's times where I've probably said that to my baby daddy and it wasn't the nicest.
Mm-hmm.
But
what was the situation where you said that? if you could talk about it, like, or you could give us a general, like, understanding of what the context was.
So I'm a go-getter. Like, I'm a hustler by nature.
Mm-hmm.
And he's
Cancer.
just too relaxed for me, you know? So to me, I'm like, toughen up. Like, you know, get out there. Like, what is you scared of?
Like that with the bop?
Yeah, like with the bop. Like, what are you doing? You feel me? Like, do you want this or not? Like, I'm not about to I can't do everything for you, and you're the man. So to a certain degree, I feel like as men and women, we have expectations on not just ourselves, but for our men.
True.
Just like how men should have some expectation for their women.
For sure.
And I don't knock it. Like, if my man got it to where, baby, I don't want you to work, I just want you to take care of home, then hey, I'm not going to argue with the man. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's just some things where if that's how men are old school and they want their woman to stay at home and do the housely thing, so be it. But now reverse, I am working. And I'm gonna need you to work too, boo. Like, I don't know what
so
you
he didn't
thought.
want to work at all?
I mean, we're not gonna say that he didn't want to work at all, but
so how does that work,
have no
right?
drive.
Because
he just didn't have
a
any drive.
Yeah.
Right.
But how does that work? So you're working primarily, right? So then when he needs money, he's like,
bruh, like, okay,
and there are some men who are just very okay with asking women for money.
Listen,
for money?
Like, okay, so, Lord, okay, forgive me,
but she know not what she do.
Because I don't want to bash nobody.
We're just talking about what happened.
We're just right. So you hop in my car. Oh, because I don't have no gas in my car, so I'm going to use your car. Okay, so then are you going to replenish the gas that was in my car that you just used? Or if that was the case, you could put the same gas
in your car. I mean, it kind of makes sense,
and use your car. I'm just trying to figure it all out.
Okay, so
man, is that a one-time thing?
This has happened multiple times. We're not together, okay? But, same thing. When I had my son, I was like, okay, I'm going to find a field where I can make more money in my field. You're in a field, right? He does maintenance. I say you need to get your HVAC, your plumbing, and electrical work. Anything. And a license in that. That's an extra $20 for each license. Plus the base pay. So you could be making about $75 an hour, $80 an hour. Never happened.
So you were giving them the script and he didn't want to
tell you we
never
come with solutions.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So it's like, right. And so I ended up getting my license 5 years later. I could work from home. I could do, you know what I mean? Like, I could move wherever I wanted
to. Blogs. On the blog.
With the checks,
Okay.
yeah, with the
Like
checks
closing
is
the
coming
deals,
in,
closing
but
the
the checks
deals,
is coming
yeah.
in. So yeah, so and then it's like I'm like, dude, you could have did this 5 years ago.
But he's doing it now.
No.
Nope.
Oh,
They're
said-
not together
no,
anymore.
She said he could have done it, so I thought maybe he.
I'm just saying, if you would have did this 5 years ago when
Then
I
we
told
would've
him
been
to,
better.
we would have still been together. We could have been
So that
making
was
more
the
money.
only
The
thing.
whole,
Yeah.
yeah, we could have been a power couple.
Right.
But no, you can't just let me be out here hustling and bustling, and
I
I'm
feel
Some
you.
niggas just
taking-
strive to get up and play video games, bro. Like,
that's what I'm
crazy.
saying.
like niggas just don't. All right,
Not-
cool.
right.
Well,
Where does that
shit,
come
you got
from?
it.
Where does that
for
come
sure.
from?
At the home, the way you was born. I'm telling
way
you,
you were
what
born
you
or the way you were
seeing,
raised?
the way you was, not born, the way
So-
you was raised, what
so-
you seeing,
So
and social
Never.
media's fucked a lot of shit up too.
sure,
Niggas
but,
don't want to do nothing.
but even
no
before
more.
that though, before the social media impact,
Women too though.
Women too.
Yeah,
I was
I'm
just
not
about
gonna
to
say
women
niggas
too.
and women too though,
Yeah.
Women too.
because the first date, it's like gimme, stop it,
Right.
stop.
And I
So-
had a sugar daddy. You feel me?
damn,
But
she said a sugar daddy. Talk about
Absolutely.
How much
Absolutely.
sugar was you?
it. Was you getting?
I'm sure.
Or
he
did she
didn't-
give
I'm
it
sure-
to-
This is
No,
one of
he-
the sugars that he got me. Yeah, I mean, it was a few things, but,
But
you
I'm
know,
sure you
she's
didn't
a
have to do
Christian.
shit and
She-
just
Oh, so
this
this
is
is-
time.
this
He
is-
just-
this
they
was
just be
back
paying
in the
for
day.
time.
This
This
was
is back in the day.
back in
I
the day.
dated a chick and she had a sugar daddy and she swore she didn't do nothing. He just wanted her time.
And you
I
think that's
never
real?
Oh,
So
no.
So let me ask you a
Oh,
question. So you
no.
were giving sugar?
Oh yeah, we was getting it in.
Okay.
that was
Yeah.
like that was my man, but he was married
Wow.
So let's
This is back in the day, though.
back in the day.
How long have you been a woman of Christ?